Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3303. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. Today we get warnings of an imminent alien attack, there's a brief glimpse of what it looks like when the Thargoids open fire, and Open Beta reveals a new damage type. We know the alien invasion is coming. The Thargoids are perhaps just a matter of weeks away now, and in anticipation of this, Frontier released a teaser trailer for patch 2.4, The Return. Now this could perhaps best have been called a teaser trailer for patch 2.3 because all the content, or very nearly all the content within the trailer, is from the previous patch. There is one exception though, and keen-eyed observers would have noticed this. There is the sight of the Thargoid opening fire on a Federal corvette, and you can see it here in repeating slow motion. Now of course it is an assumption that this is weapons fire, and if it is weapons fire then it's completely unknown what type it actually is. Maybe it's missiles, maybe it's something else. Some people have also pointed out that this Thargoid is red in colour rather than the regular green. Is this then indicative of a different Thargoid race, or is it perhaps a different state for the current Thargoid race? Either way, it looks like at least some of the Thargoids are going to be extremely hostile. In another piece of related information that also seems to suggest that the Thargoids are going to be hostile, the in-game character Professor Cora Shaw of the Palin Institute had the following to say: "We are faced with a number of pressing questions. Why have the Thargoids entered human space? Can we communicate with them? Are they hostile? Hopefully, Aegis can provide us with some answers." Now what is Aegis? Well, apparently it's a group set up to study and analyse the Thargoids as well as prepare for the unfolding events. Now this is a joint superpower initiative between the Federation, the Empire and the Alliance. Now you may be forgiven for completely failing to be aware of this particular initiative. As far as I can tell, the only place it exists is on the GalNet news article. There's nothing actually going on in-game currently with regards to that. However, we do know, Frontier have confirmed, that patch 2.4 will be bringing with it new modules and new weapons. On top of that, Frontier also unintentionally revealed the existence of a new ship, the Type 10 Defender. So just maybe it's this joint superpower initiative whereby all these modules, weapons and ships are going to appear from. This week, the open beta for patch 2.4 got underway. Now there's very little in the way of additional content in this beta when compared to the previous closed beta. However, a number of fixes and stability changes have gone in. Now, one piece of very interesting information did come out of this open beta, and yet again, like with the Type 10 Defender, it seems to be an unintentional revelation of information. This then is a new damage type. And what is that damage type? Well, it's caustic. This, of course, is corrosive damage. Now, at the moment, there's no weapons in the game that currently deal that type of damage. However, we have seen what appears to be caustic damage in the game previously, and this is usually at the Thargoid Attack sites. At these locations then, we've seen capital ships as well as other minor ships covered in what appears to be a green corrosive glue. Now this new damage type was revealed on the hull reinforcement packages, and if you go into Open Beta and have a look at one of these reinforcement packages, you can see it listed there, as you can see in the screenshot, right at the bottom of the damage types. So perhaps this does give us a bit of an indication as to what some of the module changes are going to be. Just maybe then they're not going to be locked behind engineers and instead be purchasable from the outfitting screen. Fantasticon 2017 is taking place on the 2nd and 3rd of September in Hull, UK. Now this is a rather large convention organised by Fantastic Books Publishing. Now generally it's focused on all things fantasy and science fiction, but it also has a very strong focus on Elite Dangerous as well, and as such a number of people from Frontier Developments will be in attendance. Now if you're interested in either attending or finding out more information, then you can check out the link in the video description below. If you're at all interested in exploration expeditions, then you may want to know about Commander Picard. Now they have begun a 2-year mission to circumnavigate the galaxy. Now this has been codenamed Mission Farsight. The idea is to head on out there into the depths and tag as many places and locations as possible. Now the mission is currently on day 239 out of 730 days in deep space. Commander Picard has had to have a few rescues though. He's not out there completely alone. The fuel rats have been in attendance more than once to help him out when things got a little bit sticky. If you're interested in keeping track of Commander Picard, then you can see a link to his Twitter account in the video description below, and there you can keep track of Mission Farsight as it continues on its 2-year mission. That then brings us to an end of this episode of 3303. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.